Hello students, welcome to Bodha Academy. I am Kamlakar, lecturer in physics. In this video, we will be discussing about concepts and formulas related to viscosity. The property of fluid that opposes the relative motion between different layers of fluid is called as viscosity. The change in velocity of fluid with respect to distance along perpendicular direction to flow of fluid is called as velocity gradient. That is, velocity gradient is equals to delta v by delta x. SI unit of velocity gradient is per second. Next topic, Newton's law of viscosity. The viscous force between two neighboring layers of fluid that are separated by distance delta x is directly proportional to surface area of contact between layers and velocity gradient. Therefore, F is equals to minus eta A into delta V by delta x, where eta is a constant known as coefficient of viscosity. Negative sign indicates that viscous force is in opposite direction to fluid flow. SI unit of eta is Pascal second or Poiseuille. CGS unit of eta is poise. 1 Pascal second is equals to 10 poise. For an ideal fluid, eta is equals to 0. Next topic, coefficient of kinematic viscosity. The ratio of coefficient of viscosity and density of fluid is known as coefficient of kinematic viscosity. SI unit of coefficient of kinematic viscosity is meter square per second. Practical unit of coefficient of kinematic viscosity is Stoke. 1 meter square per second is equals to 10 power 4 Stokes. Next topic, Stokes law. According to Stokes law, the viscous force acting on a sphere falling through a fluid is given as F is equals to 6 pi eta Rv, where eta is coefficient of viscosity of fluid, R is radius of sphere, V is velocity of object. 6 pi is proportionality constant. Next topic, terminal velocity. When a spherical object falls through a fluid, then it attains a constant velocity after traveling certain distance. This constant velocity is called as terminal velocity. For a sphere falling through a liquid, terminal velocity is given as Vt is equals to 2 by 9 into r square by eta into density of solid minus density of liquid into g, where r is radius of sphere, eta is coefficient of viscosity of liquid. For a solid body falling through air, terminal velocity is given as Vt is equals to 2 by 9 into r square by eta into density of solid into g. As density of air is negligibly small when compared to density of solid, usually density of air is neglected. The value of density of air is 1.293 kg per cubic meter. Note, when n identical small spheres fall through a fluid, let each of them attain a terminal velocity Vs. Let these small spheres collide to form a big sphere. Let this big sphere fall through same fluid and attain a terminal velocity Vb. Then relation between terminal velocities is given as Vb is equals to n to the power of 2 by 3 into Vs, where Vb corresponds to terminal velocity of big sphere, Vs corresponds to terminal velocity of small sphere. Next topic, Poiseuille's equation. When an ideal liquid flows steadily through a horizontal capillary tube, then volume of liquid flowing through the capillary tube per unit time is given as Q is equals to pi p r to the power of 4 by 8 eta L, where L is length of capillary tube, R is internal radius of capillary tube, eta is coefficient of viscosity of liquid, P is pressure difference across ends of capillary tube. Next topic, fluid resistance. According to Poiseuille's equation, Q is equals to pi p r to the power of 4 by 8 eta L. This equation can be expressed as P by Q is equals to 8 eta L by pi r to the power of 4. The quantity P by Q is called as fluid resistance, where P is pressure difference across ends of capillary tube and Q is volume of liquid flowing per second through capillary tube. Also, fluid resistance can be expressed as R is equals to 8 eta L by pi r to the power of 4. Next topic, consider two capillary tubes connected in series as shown in figure. Let L1 is length of first capillary tube, L2 is length of second capillary tube, R1 is internal radius of first capillary tube, R2 is internal radius of second capillary tube, eta is coefficient of viscosity of liquid flowing through capillary tubes. In series combination of two capillary tubes, effective fluid resistance is given as R effective is equals to R1 plus R2. This equation can also be expressed as R effective is equals to 8 eta by pi whole thing into L1 by R1 to the power of 4 plus L2 by R2 to the power of 4. In series combination of two capillary tubes, the rate of flow of liquid is same through both capillary tubes and is given as Q is equals to pi p by 8 eta into L1 by R1 to the power of 4 plus L2 by R2 to the power of 4, where P is pressure difference, that's equal to P1 minus P2. Next topic. Consider two capillary tubes connected in parallel as shown in figure. In parallel combination of two capillary tubes, the effective fluid resistance can be expressed as 1 by R effective is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This equation can also be expressed as R effective is equals to 8 eta divided by pi into R1 to the power of 4 by L1 plus R2 to the power of 4 by L2. In parallel combination of two capillary tubes, the pressure difference across capillary tubes is same. In parallel combination of two capillary tubes, the rate of flow of liquid is given as Q is equals to Q1 plus Q2, where Q1 is equals to pi p R1 to the power of 4 by 8 eta L1 and Q2 is equals to pi p R2 to the power of 4 by 8 eta L2. Also, the rate of flow of liquid Q is given as pi p by 8 eta whole thing into R1 to the power of 4 by L1 plus R2 to the power of 4 by L2. Under this YouTube video, press like symbol. If not subscribed, then select subscribe. Share this video to your friends and classmates. Thank you for watching this video.